you know this story. Well, you don't. The real one's much more gory. The phony one, the one you know, was cooked up years and years ago and made to sound all soft and sappy, just to keep the children happy. Mind you, they got the first bit right, the bit where, in the dead of night, the ugly sisters, jewels and all, departed for the palace ball. While darling little Cinderella was locked up in the slimy cellar, where rats, who wanted things to eat, began to nibble at her feet. Ah! I bellowed, "Help! And let me out!" The magic fairy heard her shout. Appearing in a blaze of light.
My
A
dear
blaze
Cindy.
of light?
My dear Cindy, are you all right?
All right? Look at me. I'm as miserable as can be.
She beat her fist against the wall.
Get me to the ball! There's a disco at the palace. The rest have gone and I am jealous. I want a dress, and a coat, and earrings, and a diamond brooch, and pretty slippers. 2 of those! And lovely nylon pantyhose. Done up like that, I'll guarantee the handsome prince will fall for me.
The fairy said,
Now hang on a tick. I with my magic wand give a flick.
and quickly, in no time at all, Cindy was at the ball. It made the ugly sisters wince to see her dancing with the prince. She held him very tight and pressed herself against his manly chest. The prince himself was turned to pulp. All he could do was gasp and gulp. Then midnight struck, and Cindy shouted,
Hey! I've got to run to save my neck!
He grabbed her dress to hold her back, and Cindy shouted,
Let me go!
The dress was ripped from head to toe. She drowned in her underwear and lost one slipper on the stair. The prince was on it like a dart, and he pressed it to his pounding heart.
The girl with slipper
Fits.
fits. I cried. Tomorrow will be my bride.
Oh God, I'm worried about the shoe. Pass it to me and I'll think what to do. And then he placed it on a crate of beer. So carelessly, I fear. And then, one of the ugly sisters, the one whose face was blotched with blisters, sneaked up and grabbed the dainty shoe and quickly flushed it down the loop. And then, in its place, she calmly put the slipper from her own left foot. Aha, you see, the plot grows thicker, and Cindy's luck starts looking sicker. Next day, the prince went charging down to knock on all the doors in town. In every house the tension grew. Who was the owner of the shoe? Who was the owner of the shoe? Who was the owner of the shoe? The shoe was long and rather wide. A normal foot got lost inside. It also smelt, a wee bit icky. The owner's feet were hot and sticky. Thousands of eager people came to try it on, but all in vain. Now can the ugly sisters go? Oh my God! Oh God! There. It fits, and the prince screamed.
No!
Yes, it fits. Whoopee! Now you'll have to marry me.
The prince went white from ear to ear. He muttered,
Let me out of here.
Oh, no you don't. You made a vow. There's no way you can escape now.
Off with her head!
the prince roared back. They chopped it off with one big whack. This pleased the prince. He smiled and said,
She's prettier without her head.
Then up came sister number 2, who yelled,
Now I will try the shoe.
Try this instead.
The prince yelled back. And smack, her head went bouncing to the ground. It bounced a bit and rolled around. In itching, peeling spots, Cinderella heard the duds of bouncing heads upon the floor and poked her own head round the door.
What's all this racket?
Cindy cried.
Mind your own biz.
The prince replied, and poor Cindy's heart was torn to shreds.
The prince. My prince. He chops off heads. How could I marry anyone who does this sort of thing for fun?
The prince cried,
Who's this stupid dog? Head off her stalk! Head off her stalk!
Just then, all in a blaze of light, the magic fairy hove in sight. Her magic wand went swish and swish.
Cindy, fairy, make a wish. Wish for anything and have no doubt that it will come all about.
Oh, kind fairy, this time I shall be more wary. No more princes, no more money. I've had my taste of honey. This time I'm wishing for a decent man.
They're hard to find.
They're very hard to find. Do you think you can?
Wait a minute, Cinderella. You could marry this lovely fella. A simple jam maker by trade, who sold good homemade marmalade. And their house was filled with smiles and laughter. And they lived happily ever